Hello there, guys, girls, gamers, everyone. It's me, GenuineParts. You might hear a little background noise. I try to edit all out. Don't know if I get all out. I have all the windows open and the fan on high because it's really getting unbearably hot with all the windows closed, and while recording, computers running, all that stuff is working, so that generates quite a lot of heat, and I don't feel too well recording in the blazing heat of the night where no sun is out. So I hope you can forgive me. I hope it's not too distracting. So we are with the girls on the beach in If My Heart Had Wings, and we just made a faux pas, and let's see how we rescue ourselves from that. Okay, I'm sorry. Usually you don't really seem all that feminine, that's all. Oh, Aoi, you're just digging yourself deeper. I continue to make these kinds of terrible comments, but I can't help it if it's true. Well, you can't just shut your mouth. I spent basically all day, every day with them, so I didn't really make the distinction between boys and girls. Wow. But... I can only imagine how he's ogling them. Haha, she's blushing. And she has no clue what's going on. They really do seem a lot more feminine, or rather, I'm being made to notice. I usually don't notice, but this just reminds me of how just how cute they are. So this must be why all the boys in the class envy me. What was that? No, wait, that's... Is that a choice I have to make? Agia surprised me with a really direct question. All of them then are aware of where I'm looking and seems to be making poses. Looks like I won't be able to bluff my way out of this one. Wow! Why is Aman... Oh! Ah! Well, that explains Amana's route's locked. Until I played the Kotori route. So, yeah. And I just go with the spirit of... or with the way I began to do this Let's Play. Also, just for your information, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it, I will only do one route. One route, that's it. I hope I get the good ending. If you want to play more routes, you have to play it yourself. I don't want to spoil the whole game. I mean, I spoil a big part of it because a lot of it will be pretty much the same if my experience with visual novels is anything to go by. But if you want to experience other routes, if you want to experience the Kotori route, which seems to be usually the first route people go to, you have to do it yourself. I'm sorry. I'm here to kinda entertain you, but I also respect, I'm sorry, the the game makers, the developers, they deserve the money because I love this game, so I can only recommend you buy it. I'm not a game critic, so don't take my word for it. I play the game, you see what's going on, and you can make your decisions onto that. So, I'm going with Agia. Maybe Agia? What? Huh? I've never praised something like that before. I don't know anything about that. I can't. The button's locked. It really suits you, Amane. I don't know. Because we're childhood friends? I'm sorry? What did I do wrong? I wasn't embarrassed enough when I said it. The no-holds-barred question time ended without incident, so now it's time to go swimming. After finishing my warm-up, I start on inflating the rubber ring. What are you doing? No way! It will be a big problem for me if you drown. Haha, pretty soon you'll be glad that we've got the rubber ring from the bottom of your heart. We got the rubber ring from the bottom of your heart? What are we? Holy shit! What did we do to her? As I speak quietly but with a hidden meaning, she gives me a suspicious look. Alright, finished. I put the inflated rubber ring over Kotori's head. That's not where it goes. Hold on tight, don't let go. Is she just holding the rubber head on her head? This makes some weird mental images, this game. Again, I lifted up Kotori together. Let's throw her in. Well, to the water. Even though the water is close by, we head in a completely different direction. No, we are not throwing her off the cliff. No, we are not throwing her off the cliff. I refuse to do that from the bottom of my heart. I am not throwing a disabled girl from the cliff. No, not doing it. No. I'm okay with a lot of things. I'm okay with seeing breasts, for example. I'm okay with telling whose swimsuit is the best. I am not throwing... I'm okay with chopping her, karate chop her into the head. It's okay for me. But I'm not throwing her off the cliff. No. No, you can't make me. Then we climbed on top of a big rock at the bottom of the cliff. Oh, we're just at the bottom of the cliff. Okay. But now it seems Kotori has realized what we have in store for her. It doesn't seem she has realized. Don't worry, it's really deep down there. With big grins on our faces, we swing Kotori's body like a pendulum. I'm not okay with this. Maybe that was the plan all along. Here we go. 1, 2. As we throw Kotori with all our strength, she flies through the air in a beautiful upward curve. I love the chibis. Splash. Well, at least there was a splash, not a plonk. The water sprays out like a torpedo had exploded. You are one mean girl. Yep, she flew pretty nicely. From out of the ripples in the water, Kotori emerged, still holding tightly to her rubber ring. Hey, are you okay? Wow! Wow, now you're asking? This is so horrible. Okay, she took it okay. Kotori waved both hands like she was calling for an encore. Next is a jump of S difficulty, a triple aerial twist moonsault. What? As we get down from the rock to go and get Kotori. You want to be thrown too? There was Amane waiting with sparkle in her eyes. I'm not sure we can lift you. Huh? You wanna do it too? She doesn't... Oh no. With her body control, this is... Oh no!
先輩、高所恐怖症なんじゃ。このくらいなら平気だ。
There's no way we could refuse when she has such an expectant look in her eyes. There's nothing we can do about that, so Agia and I lift up Amane. Amane! Man! The reason why she's heavier than Kotori must be because of her boobs. Maybe because she's bigger and older. Yeah, get out of the way. This is ending in tears. This is ending in tears. Get out of the way. It's dangerous. Yeah, it's dangerous everywhere. Let's go, senpai. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that looks like a graceful facepalm. I love us too. Yeah, that doesn't sound too good. Amane flew through the air. Her trajectory was a little lower than Kotori's. And she face-planted gracefully into the water. This time the splash was like a direct hit from a torpedo. Kotori and Hat let out noises as the splashing water hits. Amane, are you alright? Look, Amane is sinking. Amane? Kotori starts desperately paddling towards her, and as she thrusts her hand into the water, Amane's face appears from the water. Then she clings onto the Kotori's rubber ring. Hang on, I'll be right there. I jump in and go to rescue them both. Did she forget she cannot swim? You can't swim, so why did you want to do it?
だって小鳥が楽しそうだったんだ。それにもしかするとパイロットスキルの訓練になるかもと思って。
I don't think it would help with that.
私、後でもう一回ね。
Okay. Okay.
じゃあ私も。
You can't do it! I hate to break it to you, but drowning you is not like a viable thing. This is game that we often used to play. This is game that we often used to play.
小さい頃さ、これやってホタルが泣いたよね。
I bet she would cry if we do that now. We were quite ruthless back then. In this game that we used to play. Masaguzu would be close to tears too. However, this is one of those rites of passage, and this is what helps kids to grow up. Well, or be paralyzed, I guess. Maybe. Well, we started things off all of a sudden in a kind of childish way, but we were enjoying summer activities in our own way. Recently I haven't been really that active, so I was just swimming around the place. Wow, the translation gets worse, doesn't it? Kotori entrusted herself to the rubber ring, floating on the water with Hat alongside her, while Agea and Amane were building sandcastles. You could teach Amane to swim. Those two really like making things. You could teach Amane to swim, it's not that hard. I mean, yeah, she has no body control, but there must be like... Oh, it don't matter anymore. Did you just pee in the water? Kotori murmured with her half of the body floating in the water.
水の中にいると体が軽くて煩わしくなくていいわ。
I was afraid I was right there too. My body feels light in the water and it feels nice to not cause any hassle. Well, just don't drift off, I guess. She's always in her wheelchair, so even moving a short distance can be quite troublesome. In the water, even her disabled legs don't feel so heavy. Hat is happy at being able to swim around as much as he likes. I passed the two of them as I returned from my long distance swim, then got out of the water and sprawled out on top of the sand. I'm sure worn out after that. I'm sure worn out after that.
おかえり。えらい遠くまで行ってたわね。
It's been a while since I did any exercise. I feel like I've lost some stamina.
にしてもすごい足してるわね。
Murmured Agia as she looked at my thighs. Oh, that's because I used to cycle.
見てよ小鳥。あんたのウエストくらいあるわよ。失礼ね。私そんなに太くないわよ。
As she says that, I can't help but look at Kotori's waist. It really is slim. It's hard to tell because she's always in a wheelchair, but Kotori has a slender body. I think you mentioned that, like, right at the beginning? Compared to her, Agia is...
何よ。
Don't say anything, please, Aoi, I beg you. No, I was... No, I was just thinking at how full-bodied you are.
ふっくらだと小鳥が細すぎんの。アゲハはおやつを控えるべきね。
I just started a cat fight. Kotori spoke in a serious tone to Hat. That doesn't make it any better.
はあ。おのれ。
Why?
スタイルといえば。
Both girls stared straight at Amane, who was relaxing in the shade of a tree. There's no tree around here. Quit bullshitting me. She was in the water just now, so her wet swimsuit was clinging tightly to her body, which emphasized her curves. So she was in the water. Without adult supervision.
出てて。引っ込むべきとこは引っ込んでる。
She really does have the ideal curvaceous body.
やっぱりあまねちゃんずるい。そうだそうだ。何のことかな。美人でスタイル良くて頭もいいなんて。
Yeah, she has a nice body, but she cannot control any of it.
ちょっと天然入ってるけど、そこもなんか愛嬌あってずるい。
Amane looks at her body, slightly bewildered. She puts her hand on her voluptuous breast and lifts them up. No, don't do that. I know because we've been living together for a few days, but Amane doesn't seem to do anything to maintain her figure. Kotori and Agia don't worry that much about it, but in Amane's case, she doesn't seem to be worried about it in the slightest. In other words, she's a natural beauty. It can't be helped if they say it's unfair.
スタイルといえば、葵君が一番じゃないか?
Well, not a female buddy. That came completely out of the blue. Me?
ちょっと立ってみてくれないか?
I do as she says and stand up.
確かに。あ、本当だ。
What are you doing? Can you stop looking at me like that? It's kind of embarrassing.
いいじゃない。減るもんじゃなし。
Yeah, especially since you have been staring at them like way too much. You said that to me, but if I stared at you, you'd get angry, wouldn't you? Well, you did stare at her!
それは男子はエッチだからよ。私らは違うもんね。
Ask Agia.
ね
Huh. So it's okay because they're girls then?
スラッと細いくせに筋肉質で、なんかいい体って感じ。
Well, there's the similarities over with him and me. I'm not standing up. Don't say things. Don't say it like that.
ちょっとこっち来て。
I go to Kotori as she beckons me over.
ちょっと触っていい？
What? Sure, but don't touch any weird places. This game is going weird places. Weird places. Kotori pokes my arm muscles with her fingertip.
ね、力入れてみて。
I do as she tells me.
何これ？硬い。
I don't know.
どれどれ？あ、本当だ。おお、こんなに硬くなるものなのか。
Makes sense in context, I guess. Everybody seems intrigued as they poke my muscles. It tickles.
じゃあ、今度はここ。
She says as she points at my chest. Hey, if I touched your chest, you go totally nuts.
怒る。いいから触らせなさいよ。こんな美少女に胸触ってもらえるのよ。
Help! Help! I'm held here against my will and help! It's okay, people on the street, I'm not talking to you. Yeah, but you shouldn't say it like...
私も触ってみたい。
it's difficult when Amane says it too. It can't be avoided, so I tense up my pecs.
モコってなった。すごい。何これ、硬い。同じ人体とは思えないぞ。
Amane checks the difference by alternating between touching my chest and her own. What is going on? Yes! Yes, that's the right question. Finally asking the right questions, Aoi. I guess I'm done for this episode. I cannot handle any more girls poking fun at my body. Or poking at my body and my muscles and making lewd references. I thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!